Have you ever noticed small changes in someone you love, changes that tug at your heart but don't quite make sense? Maybe it's the way they linger a little longer in their chair or seem quieter than usual. At Seniors Life Wisdom, we know that the journey of aging is full of subtle shifts, and some of those shifts carry deeper meaning. Many people think the end of life comes without warning, but the truth is, the body and spirit often whisper clues months, sometimes a year, before the final chapter begins. These clues aren't loud or obvious, and that's why so many miss them until it's too late to prepare, too late to share one more story, too late to hold their hand a little longer. In this video, we're going to walk you through 5 gentle signs that may suggest an elderly loved one is approaching their final year. These aren't the dramatic changes you might expect, but quiet, often overlooked shifts that signal the body is preparing to rest. Some may feel familiar, others may surprise you, but all of them offer a chance to act with love and intention. Recognizing these signs early lets you provide comfort, create memories, and ensure your loved one's last days are wrapped in dignity and warmth. Stay with us until the end, because these 5 signs will equip you with the wisdom to face this sacred time with grace and understanding. Let's begin. Sign 1. A fading interest in daily routines. You might notice your loved one no longer lights up at the small rituals that once defined their day. Maybe they used to tend to their garden every morning, check the mailbox with a spring in their step, or savor their evening tea while flipping through a favorite book. Now those routines seem to slip away. The garden grows wild, the mailbox stays unchecked, and the tea sits untouched. At first you might think they're just tired or uninterested, but this shift often runs deeper. When someone nears the end of life, their body and mind begin to conserve energy, focusing only on what feels essential. Daily routines, even the ones they cherished, start to feel like too much effort. This isn't just about losing interest, it's about the body redirecting its resources. As organs slow and energy reserves dwindle, the drive to maintain familiar habits fades. For some, this shows up as skipping hobbies they once loved, like knitting or crossword puzzles. For others, it's a reluctance to leave the house, even for a short walk. Emotionally, this can be hard to watch. Your loved one might seem like they're drifting away, less present in the life they built. But this is their body's way of preparing, of turning inward. Instead of pushing them to re-engage, try meeting them where they are. Sit with them in silence, share a memory, or bring the garden to them with a potted plant. If you notice this fading interest in routines, don't dismiss it as just aging. It's a sign the body is shifting, and it's a call to cherish the quiet moments you still share. Sign 2. A softening of appetite and thirst. Food and drink are more than sustenance. They're a celebration of life, a way to gather and connect. But in the final year, you might notice your loved one eating less, drinking less, or turning away from meals they once loved. Maybe they pick at their plate, leaving half their favorite soup untouched, or they no longer ask for a second glass of water. Families often chalk this up to a picky palate or assume it's a phase, but a softening appetite is often a profound signal. The body, sensing its time is near, no longer craves food or water the way it once did. Physiologically, this happens because the digestive system slows. The stomach processes food less efficiently, and the signals for hunger and thirst weaken. Taste buds may dull, making even beloved dishes less appealing. For some, swallowing becomes harder, or they feel full after just a few bites. Beyond the physical, there's an emotional layer. Food often ties to memories, holiday dinners, family recipes, and when someone loses interest, it can feel like they're letting go of those connections. This can spark worry or frustration in families who might urge them to eat more or try new recipes. But forcing food rarely helps. Instead, focus on comfort. Offer small, soft portions of foods they enjoy, like a spoonful of pudding or a sip of warm broth. Keep their lips moist with ice chips or a damp cloth. If you see this softening of appetite and thirst, it's a gentle reminder to shift from nourishing the body to nurturing the soul, creating moments of love over shared flavors, even in the smallest bites. If you're finding this video helpful so far, please leave a comment below with the number 2 to let us know you're with us. And if you haven't subscribed to Seniors Life Wisdom yet, hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you don't miss our weekly insights. Your support helps us keep sharing wisdom to guide you through life's later chapters. Sign 3, a retreat into stillness or solitude. You might notice your loved one growing quieter, spending more time alone, or seeming less eager to join conversations. Maybe they used to love chatting about the news, swapping stories with neighbors, or laughing over old photos. Now they sit in silence, staring out the window or resting with their eyes half closed. This retreat isn't about disinterest in you or their life. It's a sign their mind and body are turning inward, preparing for the final transition. This stillness often stems from a combination of physical and emotional changes. As energy levels drop, social interactions become exhausting. The brain, receiving less oxygen and nutrients due to slowing circulation, struggles to process conversations or emotions. For some, this shows up as forgetfulness, repeating questions, or losing track of a story. For others, it's a deeper withdrawal, where they seem content to simply be, without the need to engage. Families might mistake this for depression or feel hurt, thinking their loved one is pulling away. But this is often the body's way of conserving strength, focusing on inner peace rather than external connection. Instead of trying to draw them out, create a calm space for their stillness. Play soft music, hold their hand, or sit nearby without expecting words. Their silence doesn't mean they don't feel your love. It means they're carrying it in a quieter way. If you notice this retreat into stillness, see it as a call to be present, to offer comfort without demands, and to honor their need for peace. Sign 4, a slowing of physical resilience. As life nears its end, the body's ability to bounce back from small challenges fades. You might notice your loved one takes longer to recover from a cold, a minor scrape lingers without healing, or they seem more fragile after a restless night. These aren't just random setbacks. They're signs the body's repair systems are winding down. The immune system weakens, making infections like coughs or urinary issues more frequent and harder to shake. Skin becomes thinner, bruising easily, and even tiny cuts may stay open longer than expected. This slowing resilience is tied to the body's declining ability to regenerate. Blood flow, which carries oxygen and nutrients to tissues, becomes less efficient. The liver and kidneys work slower, struggling to clear toxins or process medications. For some, this shows up as swelling in the legs or hands, a sign of fluid retention as circulation falters. Families often push for treatments, another round of antibiotics, a stronger cream, but these may only offer temporary relief. The real focus should be on easing discomfort. Keep their skin clean and moisturized, elevate swollen limbs, and ensure they're warm and rested. Watch for subtle signs of infection, like increased confusion or lethargy, which can be more telling than a fever in older adults. If you see this slowing resilience, it's a signal to prioritize care that soothes rather than cures, creating a gentle environment where their body can rest without strain. If these insights are resonating with you, please drop a comment below with the number 4 to let us know you're here. Your engagement means the world to us at Seniors Life Wisdom, and it helps us keep bringing you content that matters. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who might need this wisdom. Sign 5, a shift in presence or awareness. One of the most poignant signs that someone may be in their final year is a change in how they seem to exist in the world. You might notice moments where they feel distant, as if they're not fully here. Their eyes may seem to look past you, or they may pause mid-sentence, lost in a thought that doesn't return. Some describe this as a faraway look, others as a sense that their loved one is already partly somewhere else. This shift isn't always constant. It might come and go, with moments of clarity followed by periods of disconnection. This change often reflects the brain's response to the body's decline. As circulation slows and oxygen to the brain decreases, cognitive processes soften. Memory may falter, not just for recent events, but for familiar faces or places. Some may speak less, not because they don't want to, but because forming words feels like climbing a hill. Others might share fleeting thoughts that feel profound, as if they're reflecting on their life's meaning. For families, this can be heartbreaking, like watching someone slip away before they're gone, but it's also a sacred time. These moments of disconnection are the mind's way of preparing, of letting go of the physical world. Instead of correcting their confusion or urging them to focus, listen to their words, even if they're fragmented. Hold space for their reflections, whether they're spoken or silent. If you notice this shift in presence, it's a call to be fully with them, to offer love that doesn't demand response, and to honor the mystery of their journey. Final thoughts. As we close this video, take a moment to sit with what we've explored: a fading interest in routines, a softening of appetite and thirst, a retreat into stillness, a slowing of resilience, and a shift in presence. These 5 signs are not a checklist to fear, but a map to guide you through one of life's most tender seasons. They remind us that the end of life is not a sudden event, but a gradual unfolding, full of chances to show love, to listen, and to be present. For many, these signs are hard to face. It's natural to want to fight them, to coax your loved one back to their old self. But sometimes, the greatest gift is acceptance. Accepting their journey, their pace, their peace. At Seniors Life Wisdom, we believe aging is a story of courage, and these final chapters are no less beautiful. Recognizing these signs gives you the power to make every moment count, to wrap your loved one in comfort, and to let them know they're cherished even as they prepare to rest. If you see these signs in someone dear to you, don't carry the weight alone. Reach out to family, friends, or caregivers who can share this path with you. You're not just navigating loss, you're creating a legacy of love that will linger long after they're gone. We'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below and share one sign that stood out to you, or a small way you plan to show love to someone in your life. Your stories inspire us and build a community of wisdom here at Seniors Life Wisdom. If this video touched your heart, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear this message. Your support helps us keep shining a light on the beauty and challenges of aging. Thank you for being with us today, and we'll see you in the next video, where we'll continue to explore the wisdom of life's later years.